Nice trip.
Yeah, wonderful job. Buffalo J, everybody. I got to admit, you know, that we're getting all kinds of different stuff, and that even had, you know, sometimes you make an assumption about the appearance of somebody. You know, you see the cowboy hat and the jeans, and you think, okay, he's probably going to sing a cowboy song or a country song. And then he gets up and plays such a beautiful piano piece. That was fantastic. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Okay, how many of you guys were here last Thursday night? Right? It's still ringing in my ears. I only caught the last half of it, and even just in that half of a concert, I heard like another half a dozen songs that I don't think I had heard Jack perform before, and I loved every single one of them. He's such an incredible writer and fantastic performer, whether there's a 7-piece band with him or if he's all by himself. Everybody say hello to Jack Gish.
Jack Gish. Want Terry to help you?
Yeah, I need help, Terry. I got it. Thank you. I'm going to do a song that's set in a small town in North Idaho. It's set in the town of Julietta. It could have been Wallace, and it could have been Kellogg, the mining town. It's a mining song. I picked Julietta because I love the name. Julietta, Idaho. It's called Down in the Ground. It's also the story of my first marriage, sort of. It was the 12th of December when he left Julietta. He prefaced it by saying that he was going for a ride. He never came back. The stories remember it was half of the women in town that cried. But he was a dandy, the only one around. To say the least, they were sad to see him go. They say he was quite handy in the secrets of the gown and of the beast he unleashed below. The men have a saying up on the mountain, it's a song they sing down in the mine. Hell can be found in only 2 places, down in the ground or in a woman's eyes. He had no reason to believe that she was different from the rest. She was a waitress with an accent and a twinkle in her eye. He took to taking coffee down at the Eagle's Nest, which was where she worked, which was the reason why. Now the Eagle's Nest was not the best restaurant in town. It was the one that catered to the miners. The menu was on a blackboard, a smile was on the waitress, a look of lust was on the face of all of the diners. And the men have a saying up on the mountain, it's a song to sing down in the mine. Hell can be found in only 2 places, down in the ground or in a woman's eye. We'll call the lady Linda. He called on that lady often. It wasn't long before she tried to change his way of life. She talked of all the men that worked up on the mountain. Why, she even suggested that he should get a job down in the mine. She kept him working steady. She kept him home at night. She kept him from everything that he really wanted. The dusty death that tore his lungs and the failing of his sight were nothing compared to the way his mind was haunted. His skin grew dark from the dust of the ages. His eyes, they grew weak from the lack of the sun. And if you lined up all the miners and looked into their faces, well, you couldn't tell him from the next one. And the men have a saying upon the bow, it's a song to sing. Down in the mine, hell can be found in only two places, down in the ground or in a woman's eyes. The stranger came from Boston. He was a long way from his home. We all assumed that he was widely traveled. You could tell he was a rich man when he walked into the room. He was unaccustomed to being so disheveled. He cast an eye on Linda as he sat down at the counter. She lingered in his view. She lingered on his mind. He finished off his coffee, inquired about a shower, and said, I'll be back for you, honey, in about 2 hours. When he came home from the mine that night, they'd already gone. And no one seemed to know in which direction. When asked about the Colt 44 that he'd strapped on, he smiled. Well, it's only for protection. And the men have a saying upon the mouth, it's a song to sing. Down in the mine, hell can be found in only